talking about why removing PewDiePie's Coco from YouTube is wrong. Welcome to today's video, everyone. My name is Vlad, I go by Waxon, and today I have the displeasure of informing you that, as some of you might have seen, PewDiePie's Coco music video diss track has been removed from the internet. Around 48 hours ago, every creator that posted a video related to Coco, be it a reaction or an Easter egg video like myself, has received an email from YouTube informing us that the video has been removed from the channel. I will attach the email right here. If you want to read it, you can pause the video. So, now that you know what happened, why has Coco been removed from YouTube? Well, according to the email, and this is very important, we think it violates our harassment, threats, and cyberbullying policy. Remember this part, it will be important a bit later on in the video. In the explanation a bit further below the email, it specifies there is a quote-unquote line between passionate debate and malicious harassment, such as stalking, threats, bullying, intimidation, as well as insults based on personal attributes. More than that, Team YouTube's Twitter account responded to someone attempting to clarify that the video apparently violated two policies: child safety by looking like it was made for children, and inappropriate content by violence and harassment. But before we proceed, we must draw some lines on our own YouTube. There are several parties involved in here. Number one is the creator and the content, in this case PewDiePie and the video in question. Part 2 and maybe 3, cocomelon and Tekashi69, the parts that are dissed in this song. Part 4, the creators like myself and everyone else that made a reaction or a video related to it. And Part 5, the viewers at home. Over the last few years, more and more creators have been struggling with creative freedom across all social media platforms due to perpetual changes and upgrades to terms of service to satisfy and bring in more advertisers for whatever the social media platform might be. All of these changes and upgrades are made with the goal of improving the online environment and making it safer and better for everyone, but sometimes that only ends up punishing the good, honest creators that just express themselves and their art. And yes, I said art. Online videos are a form of art in the same way poem, books, songs, music videos, short films, feature films, stage fighting, theater, and many more are. So is a piece of content online, be it a video, a live stream, or a TikTok. It is a piece of art with the same artistic value as all of the aforementioned examples. There is a very strong argument you can make that my video, standing on one leg for an hour, has less of a social impact than a Shakespeare play or the Bon Jovi song, but that is only an argument because it is art, and you guessed it, art is subjective, and so is YouTube's wording in this email. We think it violates our policy. This is overall a bigger problem than YouTube and other platforms have faced over the last few years. When the algorithm believes that your content might not be appropriate, then you submit it for manual review, and it's only if you're lucky and the employer that reviews it is a bit more understanding of the art behind your project, and you're free to go. If not, then tons of hours you put into that production are just going out the window completely. But as discussed, every video is a work of art, and every work of art is subjective. So what is the argument that YouTube tries to make here? They're trying to say that the Coco lyrics are a bit too vulgar, and they just might incite someone to do something bad. This is the same argument that people have been making since the 90s about video games. Video games make people violent. Video games make people criminals. But it has been researched plenty of times by scholars and doctors that we, most of us as human beings, have the capacity of making a difference between what is abstract, a movie, a video game, a YouTube video, a work of art, and in reality. That's why right now the 2 million people that are playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare at the time of recording this video, after they're done, less than 1% will become soldiers, will sign up to the army. That's why after people watch a John Wick movie, people don't want to become assassins because it is an abstract work of art. For movies and video games, there are regulators that can oversee and age restrict these movies and video games. Only if YouTube had the same thing put in place. Oh, wait. A little over a year ago, YouTube added an option of selecting if your entire channel or just some particular videos are made for kids, helping creators separate young viewers from content that might influence them because they're still very young. This also equated to the rise of channels such as Cocomelon and many other corporate channels made entirely by adults targeting young audiences. On the contrary, creators such as myself, every time I post a video, I tick the option, no, this video is not made for kids. If you are Cocomelon, let's say, your channel is made for kids, so this feature automatically disables the comment section on the respective video, or in that case, on all of the video posted on the channel. PewDiePie's Coco was not made for kids. That's why he clicked on, no, this is not made for kids, so comments were enabled. And so did every other creator like myself when posting a reaction video, because no, it wasn't made for kids. Team's YouTube argument on Twitter specified that the video was made to look like it was for kids. And I'm assuming that's because of the colorful outfits or the bright background, or maybe the children in the video. Let me show you this picture. And as you can see, it also has colorful outfits and somewhat of a bright background. And it also has children in it. And it is also from the mega popular show Stranger Things. Was Stranger Things made for kids? Well, according to the BBFC, no. This exact picture is taken from an episode age-rated 15. But we didn't need the BBFC to tell us that for YouTube. Felix himself ticked, no, this isn't made for kids. This brings us to another big point of conversation. Different treatment for big companies and independent creators. Just like all the Stranger Things clips and trailers are on YouTube, so is this video from hip-hop icon Marshall Mathers Eminem. In the opening seconds of his hit single, My Name Is, he is wearing a very similar suit to what PewDiePie is wearing in his Cocomelon suit, the Mr. Rogers-like outfit. In the opening of My Name Is, Eminem addresses the kids with the lines, and I quote, "Hi kids, do you like violence? Wanna see me stick 9-inch nails through each one of my eyelids? Wanna copy me and do exactly like I did? Try sit and get fucked up worse than my life is." Similarly to PewDiePie's Coco lyrics, "I'ma teach you about the real world, baby bitch. Scry behind your ears. Then you rinse your eyes, and when you leave the tub, watch out for 6ix9ine. How is one of them alright and the other one isn't? The answer is simple. They both should be allowed on the platform." In this email I'm reading right now, YouTube specifies that insults based on personal attributes are not allowed on the platform. Let's make some things clear. Cocomelon is a subdivision of Treasure Studio, a company, not an individual. PewDiePie's statement that they have a big round head, but that is their logo. It's a big round watermelon shaped head. It's not an insult, it's maybe an observation. The only other party involved in that entire diss track is Tekashi 6ix9ine, and you can argue, yes, he's an individual, but I'm looking through the lyrics and I've been reading the lyrics while preparing for this video, and the only attribute mentioned is, quote, "Rainbow bitch, hair too bright." That's an observation at best. His hair is bright and it is rainbow colored, like physical trait insult. I really think that's making assumption on YouTube's part, like he's got bright hair and it's rainbow colored. Is that an insult? I don't think so. Why does YouTube think so? But you know what? Let's just, play devil's advocate, and let's say that the personal trait insults is what got the video taken down. I'm really sure, I'm certain, there are no videos, like 0 videos at all on the entire platform of creators insulting other people's personal traits. Am I right?
Your girlfriend's forehead, man.
Somebody grab him some clippers. His fucking beard is weird.
Here's just a fat dude with man titties in England makes it.
Ladies and gentlemen, creators, viewers, YouTube, even if we ignore all the previous points that I made, in the end, this is a diss track. It's a diss track targeted at a random, allegedly bad person, and a corporation that probably couldn't care less. If anything, I had no idea who cocomelon was before PewDiePie, and everybody knows that music disses bring traction and generate increased sales. It did it in the 80s, it did it in the 90s, hell, it did it in 2017 when every YouTuber become a diss rapper for a summer because, you know, it generates clicks. And probably cocomelon is happy with the numbers they're pulling because of the advertising PewDiePie offered them. If PewDiePie's Coco was too harsh for the internet, does that mean that Felix Schellberg, PewDiePie, goes harder on Coco than Ice Cube on No Vaseline or Eminem on Killshot? Hell, Mariah Carey has a diss track on YouTube when she makes fun of M for having a height complex, for doing drugs, and calling him delusional. Like, those are way harder bars than telling someone they're a rainbow hair colored bitch. Is it cocomelon being maybe a big institution that can't be dissed and YouTube does not allow creators to diss big institutions? Look, I'm not saying those videos should be taken down. On the contrary, I'm advocating for equality and creative freedom to all creators, from big to small, corporations to independents. What happens right now feels a lot like the 1950s and the 1960s. And yes, I'm talking about censorship. I really think and hope that's something that we don't want to go back to. But that's a topic for a different video. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Stay hydrated and stay free.